peace to the gods and the earths. Today, we're going to break down a question that cuts to the core of how the devil operates. Why does the devil keep our people apart from his social equality? This question is deeper than it seems because it isn't just about exclusion. It's about deception, control, and fear. The answer is simple. The devil does not want us to know how filthy he is in all his affairs. He's afraid that if we learn the truth about his ways, his systems, and his intentions, we'll run him from among us. And history proves that he's right. When the original people, the Asiatic, black man and woman, come into the knowledge of self and the truth of his deceptions, we don't just reject his systems, we dismantle them. Let's start by understanding what we mean by social equality. To be social means to advocate for a society of men or groups of men working together for one common cause. It's about unity, community, and cooperation. And equality means to be equal in everything, not just in rights, but in opportunities, in respect, and in the way we are treated and valued. Social equality, then, is the idea that all people come together as equals, working for a shared purpose and respecting one another's humanity. But the devil doesn't live by those principles. His systems are built on division, hierarchy, and exploitation. He doesn't want us to be part of his social equality because he doesn't practice social equality, not even among his own people. His systems thrive on keeping people apart, on maintaining power imbalances, and on hiding the truth about how he operates. By keeping us apart, the devil shields himself. He hides his filth, his corruption, and his deceit. He keeps us from seeing how his systems exploit not just us, but even his own. If we were part of his so-called social equality, we'd see the lies, the theft, and the destruction that underpin his way of life. We'd see the greed, the manipulation, and the lack of respect for life that define his systems. And once we saw it, we'd reject it. The devil fears this rejection because he knows that once we come together, once we unite as the original people with the knowledge of self and the truth about his ways, we are unstoppable. His power is an illusion maintained by lies and division. When we expose those lies and come together as one, his systems crumble. Now let's talk about why this matters so much. The devil keeps us apart from his social equality because he knows that his systems cannot survive scrutiny. If we're apart, we don't see how his systems work. We don't see the corruption, the exploitation, and the lack of humanity. But if we were part of it, if we saw it up close, we'd reject it entirely. We'd demand something better, not just for ourselves, but for all people. This is why knowledge of self is so important. When we understand who we are, the makers, the owners, the cream of the planet Earth, we don't seek his validation or his inclusion. We don't need to be part of his systems because we can create our own. Systems built on truth, justice, and equality. Systems that respect the humanity and divinity of all people. The devil's fear isn't just about us rejecting him. It's about us creating something better. When we come together as a people, united by a common cause and guided by divine principles, we don't just reject his systems, we build our own. And our systems based on righteousness, threaten his control. They expose his filth and show the world that there is another way to live. But let's be clear. Social equality, as defined by the devil, is not true equality. It's a facade, a performance designed to make us believe that we're all equal while he continues to exploit and oppress. True equality cannot exist in his systems because his systems are built on inequality. They are designed to keep him at the top and everyone else beneath him. True social equality comes from within. It starts with the knowledge of self and the recognition of our divine nature. It's about building systems that reflect our values, our principles, and our respect for one another. It's about creating a society where everyone is treated with dignity and where everyone has the opportunity to thrive. The devil's systems are crumbling, and he knows it. His fear is evident in the way he tries to keep us divided, to keep us blind to his ways, and to keep us apart from one another. But we, as the nation of gods and earths, see through his lies. We understand his tactics, and we reject them. We know that our power lies in unity, in knowledge, and in the truth. So why does the devil keep us apart from his social equality? Because he fears us. He fears our power, our unity, and our ability to expose his lies. He fears that when we see the truth about his systems, we won't just reject them. We'll replace them with something righteous, something just, something that reflects the divine order of the universe. Let this teaching remind you of who you are and what you're capable of. You are the original man and woman, the makers and owners of the earth. You don't need the devil's social equality because you are already divine, already powerful, and already connected to the source of all life. Let this knowledge guide you as you build systems of truth, justice, and equality. Systems that uplift, empower, and honor the humanity of all people. Peace to the gods and the earths.